Meanwhile, at the Grand Pub, Josh was looking at his wedding ring, and as he has a flashback of him and Nicole talking. Tell me this, was he the reason to why you wanted the mob wrong? I told you it was my passion for quite some time. I'm sure it was. Tell me, if Donald wasn't here, I would never have found out you cheated. He wanted destruction. No, you did. You had a choice and went ahead. As far as I'm concerned, we're done as our marriage. And as a flashback in, but Eric came to where Joshua is, and he saw me. That's your message. What's going on? My marriage is over. Meanwhile, at the Applegate apartment, in Justin's apartment, in the bedroom, Maria's lying in bed thinking, besides Justin, who's asleep. And as he turned over and woke and saw Maria there, and as he sat up and said so long, Maria, you okay? No. Not that it matters. For once, I thought your parents could be actually normal people. That's less likely that's gonna happen. You told me my sister found something. Yeah, she found a map in the attic at your parents' house. Meanwhile, at the Bayside Diner, Vanessa's on her laptop. So Matt came to where she is and sat in the booth, and she saw him. What's going on? And as Vanessa closed her laptop and faced her husband. I'm trying to find out what's on that island. Where did you find this? And as Matt saw the picture of the map, and she saw that he noticed. My parents' house. Seems they don't want us to go there, and I'm gonna know why. Meanwhile, at the Hayward Ridge Manor in the living room, Bradley, Karen, and Julian are talking. I'm certain you have a chance to fix this. I really hope so. Anyways, what's going on? Your father and I have some important news to tell you. What is it? After years of working at the Good Charm International Studio, I think I know what's going on. Meanwhile, at the LAPD in the holding cell, Rex is on the top bunk laying down thinking. Till Lauren and Jesse came to where he is, and he saw, and he got down and went to where they are. I didn't expect to see you. What the hell are you doing here? Nice to see you too, Lauren. So it's true. Did you try to kill Jacob? Meanwhile, at the Applegate apartment in Amanda's apartment, Amanda came out of Dusty's room, and as she heads to the front, just as someone knocked on the door, and as she went and got the door, and it's Daniel. Daniel, what brings you here? I was hoping we can talk. Sure. And as Daniel came in, and as Amanda closed the door, and turned and faced him, and as they went and sat on the couch in the living room and faced each other. So what do you want to talk about? Given to what's happened, I was hoping you and I become friends. Meanwhile, at the Los Angeles courthouse in the conference room, Olivia and Carl came in. And as they turned and faced each other, you're nervous about this? No. I'm ready for us to claim custody of our son. Not to worry. And as Shannon came in the room, Olivia and Carl saw. Everything will go according to plan. Trust me. Now, the couple who's adopted, hold on. Nobody's adopting anyone. You don't have to worry. You two got this in the bag. Now, here comes the lovely couple right now. And as the couple came in, and the revelation to who they are shocked Olivia and Carl. Oh my God. I don't believe this. Meanwhile, at the Grand Pub, Joshua and Eric are talking. Dude, that's rough. Not really. Not only did I find out she cheated on me, Donald made certain I learned everything. Wait, Donald was in on this? Yeah. Tina's husband. It turned out he was a model who happened to be working with my wife. Of course. The funny part is, people told me you didn't want to believe. Yeah, so I saw it for myself. Anyways, I heard what happened with Dusty. How's her sister doing? She's hanging in there. She moved back in our parents' house for the time being. Why? Did something else happen? Meanwhile, at the Applegate apartment in Justin's apartment in the bedroom, Maria and Justin are talking. Was there any specifics to the map? They didn't exactly say much, but it has family secrets on the island. You have a picture? Yeah, I do. And as Maria got an iPhone from the table and opened it. and pulled up the picture and came and gave it to Justin, and as he got the phone and saw the picture on Maria's phone. I remember this map when I was back in high school. I questioned them about it, but they were able to skate around the question without even answering it, and as Justin gave Maria back her iPhone. What about your uncle? If my parents aren't gonna say anything, what makes you think Linda and Wayne will? Meanwhile, at the Bayside Diner, Vanessa and Matt are talking as they look at information on Vanessa's laptop. Wait, isn't that near Australia? Yeah, in fact, that's called New Caledonia. I just wonder what secret lies on these small islands. When it comes to your parents, it could mean anything, which is why I'm good. Whoa, no way I'm letting you go alone. It's too dangerous. I have to know what my parents are hiding. For all we know, there could be more prisoners there, which is why we need to come up with a plan. Meanwhile, at the Haywood Ridge Manor in the living room, Karen, Bradley, and Julian are talking. You do? Yeah. You can't just let the competition shut us down. Oh, we're not shutting down. Not by a long shot. Thank God. You two really scared me back there. No. What we want to say is, we're planning to record a track, and we would love you to join us. But, just know, Mom, count me in. But, there's more news, isn't there? Yeah, there is. We're considering retirement after next year. Meanwhile, at the LAPD in the holding cell, Lauren, Jesse, and Rex are talking. Why the hell would I try to kill him? I really don't know at all. Last I saw you in Austin, Texas, your friends getting high out. A lot has happened, dude. Seriously, why are you back in Los Angeles? Don't answer to these fools. And as Linda and Wayne came to where they are, and Lauren and Jesse saw them along with Rex. What is going on? And why are they here? To discuss business. So if you don't mind, we'd like to be alone. You are making a big mistake. You mean the one you just made? Yeah, I know all. And as Lauren and Jesse turn and walk away. Meanwhile, at the Applegate apartment and Amanda's apartment in the living room, Amanda and Daniel are talking. Look, I'm sorry for what I said. It's understandable. You got a lot going on. There's something I need to tell you. What is it? I've been having flashes after our breakup, and I think I know the reason to having it. Michael told me you gave birth while being in captivity. Yeah, and it was a great miracle that we happened to be in the same hospital, and as Dusty came running into the living room to where they are. And speaking of which, and Daniel also saw, I want you to meet my son, Dusty. What's up, little man? And as Dusty came to where Daniel is, just as he got down to where he is, can you see up high? And as Daniel raised his hand, up high, and as Dusty clapped Daniel's hand, good boy. As you can see, Dusty's brought so much joy in my life. Meanwhile, at the Los Angeles courthouse in a conference room, Olivia and Carl are surprised by who the couple is. No, this can't be possible. And as the couple is revealed to be Lucy and Tristan, yet it is. I didn't expect to see you two, we didn't either, but I'm certain since we're all adults, we can be civil here. And as Carl thinking, I am not letting Lucy and Tristan claim my son when they can create their own. And as the judge came in the room, and they all saw him. Let us take our place. And as they all went and sat down, as well as the judge. Welcome to the pre-eliminating hearing, where we're gonna hear both parties tell the court to why they deserve custody of Brian. Let us begin with Brian's biological parents, Olivia and Carl. Meanwhile, at the Grand Pub, Joshua and Eric are talking. Seriously? Not only did Linda, Wayne, Mimi, and Frank knew, Julie knew as well. He told me he didn't want to shatter her happiness. Oh, how very noble of him. There's also another matter of Jacob being shot. That I did see in the news. They arrested some guy named Rex for being in Amanda's room at the time of the shooting. I told Julian to sort things out with Wilma. Dude, I gotta tell you, he is the last person I ever expected. Well, given to what happened in 2007, no thanks to Tina, of course. What are you gonna do about her husband? I don't know, man, but one thing's for certain. I'm filing for divorce as soon as possible. And as Joshua turned and head towards the office. Meanwhile, at the Applegate apartment and Justin's apartment in the bedroom, Maria and Justin are talking. What the hell am I talking about? Of course they won't say nothing. I think we should get to the bottom of the matter. You know, they said they're proud to have me as the prodigal daughter. Too bad I'm not gonna let them use you. I gotta tell you, it feels so good to be a team. By the way, we need to talk. Are you breaking up me wrong? I can't say the same for my brother. I have a lawyer to do some homework regarding the marriage between you, I, and Nate, yeah? Since you and I did an official divorce, I'm afraid your marriage with Nate is not legal. Meanwhile, at the Bayside Diner, Vanessa and Matt are talking. You're right. Since my parents know my intentions, that means Wayne and Linda now knows, which means we need to step this game up one step ahead. So, who else knows about this? Gloria, Nate, and Maria. Okay, we have to meet together. How about the pub? I can text all three and meet the pub in an hour. Sounds good. Don't worry. Whatever dark secret they have hidden will come into light. Just like Tina's. Meanwhile, at the Haywood Rich Manor in the living room, Karen, Bradley, and Julian are talking. Wait, you two serious? Your mother and I have given this some thought about. Nothing's been written in stone yet, but we need to prepare ourselves when that day comes. Whatever decisions you make, just so know I'm on your side. Thank you. We appreciate that a lot. Does the rest of the family know? Yes, we told each member. Anyways, we got some things to take care of, so we'll see you later. And as Karen Bradley got up, along with Julian, and as Karen Bradley turned and left the living room. Meanwhile, at the LAPD at the holding cell, Linda, Wayne, and Rex are talking. I trust you two came and set my bill. Actually, we have better news. Which is, since you did your part, so did we. What do you mean by that? We hired someone to confess in trying to kill Jacob, so you'll be out of here soon. Then, you can tell us what you have on Lauren. Meanwhile, outside in Jesse's car, Lauren and Jesse are inside talking. And as Jesse look at Lauren, what did Rex mean that he said, your mistake? And as Lauren has a flashback of her visit at the clinic. And as the flashback ends with Lauren looking at Jesse, I hardly even know him anymore, but I refuse to let him come between our marriage. It's not about that, Lauren. It's just the way he said it. It's like he has some secret. Hey, you don't have to worry about that, okay? I love you, and you should know that I wouldn't do nothing to hurt you at all. This marriage means so much to me, and I'll be damned to let anybody come between us. I feel the same way. That's why the next time I see him, I'm gonna have a word with him. Nobody talks that way with my wife and gets away with it. Meanwhile, at the Applegate apartment in Amanda's apartment, Amanda and Daniel came on Dusty's room, and as they head back to the living room, and as they went and sat on the couch and faced each other. He sounds peaceful when he's asleep. Yeah, he does. It is so good to see happy again. Yeah, I guess it is. Well, given to what's happened, I think we can become mates again. Okay. Let me know if you want babysitter or anything else. I will. Anyways, I better go, but it's really good to see you again. Likewise. I walk to the door, and as they got up and head to the door, and they arrived and stopped and turned and faced each other. Remember, don't be a stranger. I won't. Take care. And as they hug each other and pull away, and as Daniel went and left Amanda's apartment, and it's Amanda thinking, I miss you too, Daniel. More than you know. Meanwhile, at the Los Angeles courthouse in the conference room where the pre-hearing is in progress, Olivia and Carl are stating out their claim to why they should have Brian, while Shannon, Lucy, and Tristan along the judge is listening. We would like to let you all know that Olivia and I are just your normal couple that wants to someday raise a good family and have a stable environment. Even though we weren't prepared for parenthood, we both learned in time with every step of the way. And although Olivia and I were too young to raise Brian back then, we now feel that Brian is gonna need both his parents in his life. Because together, we can give Brian a good home. Okay, now that we heard the claim from Brian's biological parents, let us hear from the adopted couple who wants to adopt Brian. Let's give the floor to Tristan and Lucy Goodcharm.